crash and burn.
Hey everybody, so tonight I am just wondering, do you think that Vincent Vega was useless? As in Vincent Vega, of course, John Travolta's character from Pulp Fiction. I'm sure the thumbnail has already led you here, knowing that it was about, God, I'm retarded. Anyways, yeah, do you think he was useless? I've seen other people over the course of time discuss the possibility that the reason he was in Amsterdam was, to kind of put him somewhere where he wouldn't get into any trouble. And that was because he didn't really take the job of like hitman / like enforcer seriously. But then I also heard a rumor that maybe he was overseas in Amsterdam because he took the hit for something that Marcellus was up to, and then he had to flee the country, much like Michael Corleone did after he wiped out Sollozzo and the police chief in The Godfather. So Marcellus Wallace sent him to Amsterdam till things cooled down, and then he said it was cool, and that's why he came back, and that's why he embraces him the way he did when he sees him at the club after they accidentally kill Marvin. But I always got the impression that he wasn't exactly the most serious person about this job. Like, he leaves the Uzi that eventually leads to his demise on the kitchen counter in Butch's apartment, Bruce Willis's apartment, when he goes to the bathroom. I thought that was a little reckless. And then he does seem to care more about heroin than anything else. The only time you really see him talking with any passion whatsoever, it's when he's discussing drugs. And then, considering the fact that he drives high on heroin, and then when he gets out of the car with Wallace's wife, Marcia, you see him kind of stumble a little. And I'm thinking to myself that your incredibly dangerous, well-connected crime boss has entrusted you with looking after his wife while he's away, and you drive so intoxicated that you kind of stumble when you get out of the car. And I know that he also low-key got blamed by other people for her overdose, but I don't hold him responsible for that. She was the one that went through his pockets of his jacket and assumed that what he had was cocaine or some form of snortable heroin, perhaps. So I put that all on Marcia Wallace. That I don't really blame Vincent for. But either way, he shows up to her house completely stoned, and I'm like, he's looking after like a crime boss's wife, and the crime boss has a lot of enemies. And if he's that intoxicated, what if something jumps off and somebody tries to come for Wallace's wife, and he's too intoxicated to fight back effectively enough, So was Vincent Vega useless in Pulp Fiction? Was he useless? I don't think he was. But then at the same time, I kind of get the vibe that he's just kind of going along for the ride. Like, he wanted to go to Amsterdam so he could get high all the time and eat McDonald's. So maybe he was. I don't know. What do you guys think? Don't forget to let me know in the comments, but most importantly, never forget that you guys kick ass. I'm getting out of here because my neck is starting to hurt. Have a good night.